Hi Libra, welcome to your High Priestess reading for 2020. This is the next tarot card, if you will, the next major arcana after the Magician for the Fool's Journey through the Tarot that I'm doing. Anyway, hi, this is for 2020. Welcome. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, the link for that person, which is the Jezebel Way Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out and show her some love and support. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may resonate as yours and your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. This has been showing up as singular focus, like a person just for their life in general, or a romantic situation. So could be either here. It's not limited. And also my voice has been doing weird things this whole week, but I'm prepared. I got my lozenges. I got my water. So just FYI. All right. Libra. Okay. Libra. What do we got here for Libra? What is your intuition telling you? Okay. Two of Wands. All right. I'll take it. Two of Wands. The Empress, that could be Taurus or Aries. The Emperor, so Empress, Emperor, nice. Aries. Seven of Cups, the Fool, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. Eight of Swords. Five of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. All right, so I think I might need to get a lozenge here and get some water. Hold on a minute. That could be Aries. All right. All right, here. All right, Libra. Okay. What? Lozenge. Not gonna take a chance because it feels like all of a sudden something, my throat dried up and it's like, okay. There's potential here. Hold on a minute. There's potential. So what is it though? That you got to be the one to make the decisions about it though. You're going to have to be the one to kind of put your foot down and stand your ground about this. You're done being on the sidelines and letting someone else kind of call the shots here. What the heck does that mean? What's this Emperor about? What's this Emperor about? And maybe that's not just in a relationship either. That's like for this whole year ahead for your life. What's this? Have you been waiting? What's this Emperor about for Libra? Queen of Wands reversed. Ew. That could be Aries. Okay. What's this? Okay, Nine of Wands. What's this Fool card about? Ten of Pentacles. What's this Eight of Swords about? The thing is that this person is quite capable of a lot, and that is what is so attractive and enchanting about them, but they have not made the necessary strides yet with you, or have they? What's this Five of Swords? I think maybe, are you frustrated that they haven't? That you've been waiting and they haven't? Is that what this is? What's this Five of Swords here? What's your intuition telling you? There's the Empress. You got the Emperor. Okay. What's this Queen of... Is this a procedure? What's this Queen of Wands? Four of Wands. All right. Queen of Wands twice. Four of Wands. You're needing... Okay. This is you needing to make some decisions and sticking to it. Not just about this relationship. For some of you, what could be here is you needing to make a decision about becoming a parent. This could be for male or female, but your opinion is going to matter here. Your input, your decisions about what to do moving forward for parenting, and it could involve a procedure, or it could involve a lot of paperwork in becoming a parent. So we're talking about different ways of becoming a parent, obviously, biologically, foster adoption, all of that, and what that means biologically, the procedures for that, or what it could be. That's part of this. That could be coming up this year for you. But if we're talking about a relationship, if we're talking about a relationship, it could be you're putting your foot down about that, about wanting to become a parent, about wanting a family, about wanting to have this relationship move in the direction of, primarily so that we can start a family. It's time to get this show on the road, get this off the ground. The shenanigans need to stop. Perhaps you've been waiting for someone to want the same thing you want, and you see the potential and the possibility for this, because by all accounts, this person is exactly what you want, except for they don't really make decisions that benefit a couple. At the very least, this is someone that can be very selfish, that you're dating, that is kind of very selfish and wants to do what they want to do, and it has to be about them. So there's all this potential about this relationship, that you could see that the stability and that this could be a very good situation, but they don't have the same idea. Why? Because they could be, at the very least, very selfish and very demanding. They could also be someone that chronically cheats. And this is someone's MO. They don't want to be relied upon, or to be, they don't want that. Or at least when it comes to what you two have, they don't want that. They want to keep things kind of static and chaotic and frenetic, which this very well could be, speaking of either someone that's prioritizing work, and that's where their focus is, and they don't want to start a family yet. They don't want to start they don't want a stable relationship, or that you are the person that they are having the affair with, and that their priority, their stability, and their priority goes to a family, not you, and yet you're wanting to start a family, or you see the potential with this person, but they don't see it the same way because their allegiance lies with someone else or to another. It could be that. But why though? This is you. Okay, so your intuition's been kicking in, telling you that you're going to have to be the one to decide. I feel like this is for the Libras that have been waiting for this person to make this happen and get this off the ground, and you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to be the one to make the decision. You need to come to terms with the fact that you could be dealing with somebody that is very selfish. Intuitively, you're probably been kind of justifying, well, they just needed this, or well, I have to be understanding because this. And it could be that your person has no intention of changing their present circumstance, whether they're actually in another relationship or not, but they have no intention of changing. Maybe it's work, maybe it's their living situation, whatever their circumstance is that is keeping you from being front and center and beside them as a partner. They're not interested in changing that anytime soon. This is someone that can be very stubborn and very, I think what you have seen is someone that is kind of really perfect for you, if only this, is actually someone that has no intention of getting rid of that only this. This is someone that kind of likes whatever buffer or distance is between you two. It's kind of by design. So this is someone that is not ready to do the right thing. They don't want to make it official. They've got their reasons. Part of it is they have trust issues. All right. I'm sure you know more about that than I do. But this is someone that You're waiting for someone to do the right thing and to be that stable partner and to join you side by side, and they don't want to do that. Part of it's trust issues. Maybe they don't want to have kids. Maybe they don't want a conventional family. Maybe they like their life the way it is, and that, so and I don't feel like they've led you astray. Maybe they have. Maybe they've led you to believe that it's possible, you just got to give me more time. It's not changing. Intuitively, you know this. Intuitively, you know that you've been waiting for a while for someone to kind of make this important to them too, and it's not. This could be you and another person. Sorry, this could be you and your person. You're together and you want things to change. Maybe you want to expand the family. They don't. You're wanting something different and you're hoping your person will be on board with it, and they're not. Intuitively, you know that you've got some decisions to make because of this. And if things are going to happen, it's going to be you driving those decisions. Being the agent of change, so to speak. Your person is very reluctant to change. Maybe they don't like things to change. Maybe they don't want things to change. If it's somebody that's obviously with someone else, they're not going to want things to change. But if we're talking about someone that is with you, but they just like things the way they are because they like the way things have been going, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I want a family now, or I want to move here, you're introducing and asking for something that this person doesn't want to give. And you have to reconcile the fact that you might have been making a lot of excuses for them, or saying, well, I just need to give them more time. But you're getting to the point where you want this to be about you also, about both of you. And you're going to have to make your needs known and put yourself front and center, because this person is not going to do it unless you demand it of them. And even then, we got somebody that's kind of passive aggressive here, so that likes things the way they like them. And is it going to be, are you really going to get your needs met? So you can use your voice and be like, look, we need to, this is what I want. But even then, is this somebody that's going to not, because this is somebody who very much likes things the way they are. They like the way things are right now. And they're not going to know how to allow things to change the way you want them to. I don't think they want things to change, honestly. You're going to have to stand your ground, though. This is you're going to have to put your foot down. And I think what you're going to realize is that you might have been cutting this person a lot of slack and making a lot of excuses for it. I know I've said this before, but you're going to realize that that's been all kind of design and part of their charm. Seeing or presenting themselves in such a way to where I just need you to give me more time. I need you to not need me right now. I need you to not this and that and whatever. And this whole, well, I've got some trust issues I'm trying to work out, and you need to be understanding of this. And you're thinking, how could you not trust me? I've been here the whole time. I've been transparent. You've been the only one for me. All these assurances that you've given this person, there's no reason for them, right, to still have the trust issues or the questions or the concerns that they have. And then you realize that this isn't quite possibly this person's first rodeo, that they actually prefer the kind of the things being up in the air, the chaos, because they don't want things to progress. They've got their own little system and way of doing things, and they like it. They like the independence that the chaos affords them. And asking for more time and trust concerns and this and that actually affords them time to do what they want to do, which is there's a very independent, not secretive, but just a very independent side to this person that feels like if they make these changes or meet you halfway, that all of their time is going to be sucked up into doing what you want to do, whether it's this whole parenting thing or this whole move thing or whatever it is that you kind of set your sights on, that it's time for you and this person to do together. They feel like it's going to take over their life. They feel like it's going to ask too much of them. They like the way things are right now. They don't want any more than that, because they value their independence and their control. And they feel like if they meet you where you want to be met, that you're going to run the show. And this is somebody that wants control. And it's tied to their trust issues somehow. What else for Libra? Whoopsie. That's for Libra. Knight of Swords. This could be Aquarius. So quite possibly disagreements, or you being like, it's time, making some decisions, like you feel like I need to get out there and make this happen. I need to be the one speaking up for myself and what I want, making your concerns known, or just being like, well, fine, I'll do it myself. Making the decision without somebody else's consideration because you quite possibly feel like, you know what, they're doing their thing without me. I'm going to go rogue and do this. This has the underpinnings for me of parenting issues, becoming a parent, the pathways to becoming a parent. Just concerns or considering other avenues for that. For some of you, this could be. Maybe this is just you by yourself thinking, you know what, I'm going to do this myself now. I'm going to consider other ways for myself for what I want in parent, like to become a parent. What else for Libra? There it is. 6 of Cups, kids. So quite literally you going rogue and being decisive about having kids. We got the Empress twice here. We got someone not wanting things to progress or liking things the way they are, not wanting to try something new. Could be that. It could also be that, you know what, I've been around long enough for you to be able to trust me, and I feel like at this point you're putting me off. So this is either you stating very loudly and clearly what you want, enough time has gone by, you know how I feel about this relationship, what is going on. This is you calling out the stall, the distance, the disconnect, calling it out, and taking the reins. What else for it? Libra. Keep getting Taurus. Oh, there's Taurus. Okay. The Devil. There's that frustration. There's that whole, no, we're not doing that. We need to talk about this. This is you wanting to get vertical on a pattern of behavior that is no longer working. This is coming to the crossroads, this 5 of Swords right here, of quite possibly wanting to call out or deal with a dysfunctional aspect of your relationship or your life if it's not in partnership with someone else. Wanting to call out that dysfunctional aspect. This could also be looking at the dysfunction physically of not being able to become a parent. So what the issues are physically, like why there can't be conception. It could be shifting gears because of that, taking a different avenue because of that. It's almost like this is at the crossroads, because while you have love and devotion for this, and this isn't over for you, but you're wanting the disconnect, or you're wanting. It's almost like you're saying it's time. So this is not you wanting to give up or walk away, but you're wanting to call out the discrepancy, the disparity, the disconnect. Why aren't we working? Why isn't it progressing here? What is going on? You're wanting to get to the bottom of something and to see it for what it is. But part of that is intuitively you know you should do that. It's time. But I think you're also frustrated at this being kind of one-sided, and you're wanting to call out your person and being like, no, I've done this, this, and this. Why? Or, okay, we need to do it this way because this isn't working. There's something about you wanting to take the reins to get this ship back on course, or whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're tired of waiting. There's this frustration and feeling like, no, I need to get my due. I need the I need the recognition here. I need you to listen to me. I need it to be about me now. Because you've done what you should do to be a good partner, or be with the belief that the potential is there. It's like you're looking at someone and seeing that they have this potential that you could so be benefiting from, because you're like, you know, this person is perfect for me. I'm perfect for them. Why can't we? Oh yeah, there's that other situation that they're dealing with. If it wasn't for that, everything would be great. But guess what? What this is showing, Libra, and that you need to reconcile, is that if that barrier, whatever it is that's preventing you two from progressing, was taken away, your person would still be keeping you at arm's length, because this is someone that likes their life the way it is. They like where you two are at. They don't want to change where you two are at. They don't want the family, or they don't want the, and maybe you've been suspecting that intuitively. You're like, I don't think this person wants what I want. I think they've just been, this is you calling that out. This is somebody that even if they didn't have whatever that barrier or distraction was, or interference or whatever it was, they don't want things to change. And part of it is because they're scared. And maybe they just don't want their life to be more complicated, or they don't want to give up their freedom or independence. I think intuitively you realize that, but there's also frustration here of you being like, I have been a good partner. I've been this, I've been that long enough. I'm getting mine. What else for Libra? What else for Libra? Queen of... Okay, really? Queen of Cups. That could be Cancerian. Another indicator that this could be about becoming a parent, or discussions about becoming a parent. Frustration over you two not being on the same page about that. Perhaps pregnancy is happening and it's like, we need to talk about this. This is a game changer. We need to talk about this. And your person's like, well, it's not going to change how I feel about things, or what you know what I mean? Like there's a strong conception or pregnancy parenting vibe here. Doesn't have to be for some of you, but for those of you that, I mean, it could be that this is about starting a family, which means that the person has to be with you and show up, and it feels like you're fighting for something that someone secretly doesn't want to change. What else for Libra? Don't show me that eternal flame. What else for Libra? No, that doesn't do. Okay. All right. This says retreat. Could very well be that this is getting a little weird. You two need to take a breather and take some time out for each other to not have everything be so. This could be a couple trying to conceive, and it needs to be just not for that purpose. You two just spending time physically together without that in mind. Could be that. This could be, but I don't like it if it is, but it could be that this is saying you need to back off from asking the questions that you're asking and pursuing the line of whatever that I don't like that you have to back off, because I feel like you should be asking those questions. I feel like this is about this person saying what's really going on, what your intuitive hits have been. Like, I'm not sure this person wants this. They say they do, but they keep doing things that get in the way of us doing the thing. I'm starting to wonder intuitively if this is somebody that wants what I want, or if they mean what they say. You need to, I vote for you calling them out on that. It's time. Barring that they're actually in another relationship, which I don't think you have any business calling them out on that, because then why are you with them if they're with somebody else, right? Right. But this, whatever this person's reservations are, need to be addressed, because they're going to keep putting up barriers. This is a pattern for them. It needs to be brought out in the open and addressed, and stop holding you two back as a couple. So this could be needing to commune together without the expectancies of whatever you want, but I don't think that's fair, because I think this is you. I think you've been diligent and a good partner, and you've been available and receptive and transparent. Okay. This could be saying you need to back off, period. Not back off on the line of questioning and just being a good partner and leaving it alone, but still show. No, I think this might be that you need to pull back from this whole situation. As much as you can for this year, you need to pull back from this situation. This is someone that is going to be, from what's showing here, blocking you at every turn. They don't want things to change. Intuitively, you know that. You might be trying to speak to it and call them out on it, which I agree, but I don't know that that's going to yield you the results that you want. I think that you might have to go hunting elsewhere for the type of connection that you want, because this person likes things the way they are. And so you very well might have to go find connection elsewhere. This might be the come to the mountain meeting that you need to have with this person. This could be a deciding factor here, the crossroads, because you're kind of standing your ground on this. Like, enough time has passed. Decisions need to be made. We need to discuss this stuff. And your person might not want to, and you're going to have to accept that because they're just going to keep blocking you at every turn. This is someone that's very strategic, and the ultimate goal is to keep control the way they have been. The blinders are off. I think what you might have thought before about them, you're kind of thinking, wait a second. They've been kind of in control this whole time, or they've been strategically maneuvering things this whole time. They don't have trust issues so much as they're using that as an excuse to buy more time. And I want to get this show off the ground. I want to get, so it could be that you need to pull back and think about some things and focus on what you want and if you can get it with this connection. For others of you that this isn't so much about a relationship, again, this is you considering other ways of becoming a parent, which strictly for those wanting to talk about and become parents looks good. We got the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. This is finding another way to become a parent and it working out and being a great addition to your family. Oh, I got the wrong deck of cards. I don't need the deck of cards. I need the dice. What else for Libra? And just for I got strong, throughout this whole reading, I keep getting Taurus vibes here. Keep getting Taurus. We got the Empress twice, so maybe that's what it is. But I got strong Taurus vibes here. Maybe you're in partnership with a Taurus. What else for Libra? What's for Libra? Ace of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. Things being delayed. Perhaps this is a conception attempt not taking, or some other avenue of the road to pregnancy or the road to parenthood not taking. Just feeling frustrated, things aren't working out, things aren't panning out in general. Doesn't have to be the pregnancy route. So there's that frustration. Things are not off to a rip-roaring start. In fact, things are delayed. There's this heaviness about it. But this could be not concentrating on that specific issue anymore, taking that retreat and pulling back and rerouting your resources or decisions, right? Either way, because of this non-starter, you're re-strategizing. This right here is something not happening and it being a blessing in disguise. So I don't know what that means or what that is, but it's a welcome relief that it didn't work out or that things aren't progressing. It's going to actually be a blessing in disguise. You're probably wanting to punch me in the throat right now because of that, but this is not being mad about it. Something's not happening and you're actually like, well, thank God, because if it did, we'd have this to contend with, or oh my God. So this is a blessing in disguise. And we got this could be a much needed break from that you and your person pull back and commune and try to relate to each other differently, or try and attempt to repair because you've been going and kind of this could be pulling back from that pursuit and re-strategizing, and in the process you two connect emotionally again. However, I hope that this is you seeing intuitively, realizing that this relationship is not getting off the ground the way I wanted it to. I need to make some decisions here and figure out what I want, because it's going to be more of the same if you don't. This is you and your person. This is you needing to call out what you see. It might not get you the result that you want, but it's important that you're not on the sidelines anymore, being the good little partner that has been asked or demanded, or that you've thought if you were, it would get you this, or you didn't want to upset the apple cart. No. It's time to call that out. Things are not what you think they are. And a conversation needs to be had. And don't you let anybody silence you. Okay, Libra. 30 minutes. I hope this was helpful. This is for the year, so you might find this taking shape over the year, but it's important that you acknowledge it, you listen to your intuition, and you speak to it if it's not working for you. You don't get to be silenced and just have to walk away empty-handed. You speak your piece, and because you matter, and don't. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. Love to you this year of hindsight 2020. Okay, all right. You take care and you speak your mind. Okay, all right.